Hey guys, welcome back to the creative competition. Today I have a very special episode for you guys because this week's topic is actually going to be used by thousands of people every single day. Now that is absolutely amazing, and because this build is so important, I have done a few things in preparation for this video. The first thing is making this brand new plot world with massive plots. Check this out. I didn't want anyone running out of room, so I decided to make the plots 4 times bigger, or 4.5 times bigger, and it is 200 by 200 blocks. Absolutely amazing, plenty of room for you to build this week's competition. And this week's build theme is actually Server Hub. Now this Server Hub will be used on the Minefrenzy server, and it'll either be used... We're merging servers pretty much, so it'll be Deadlox's and Mine server combined, and it will be on Minefrenzy as the hub network. So that'll be absolutely amazing. That's the first time I've actually announced that as well. So those of you who are waiting for that announcement, that's pretty big as well. Deadlox merging with Minefrenzy. That'll be great. He will become an owner of Minefrenzy. We'll be bringing over some of his servers, and we really need this hub built as best as possible. So I already have the Hadescraft build team working on it. That's why you can see some builds already started. I already mentioned the theme to them. But in this video, I'm not only going to be announcing the theme, so hub server, I'm also going to be giving some tips and my ideas and pictures, how I could see it working well and what's needed in a good hub. So I'll get through that in a second, but first, this is what you want to do to enter. You want to join hub.hadescraft.com. And then once you join that server, you'll want to type /warp bigplots. Now I'll put this in the description of the video if you forget, but if you type /warp bigplots, it'll take you right here in the brand new world with the bigger plots. And you got to also keep in mind that this map might reset after the comps are finished, because it is really laggy. If there's like hundreds of people generating 200 by 200 squares, it does cause a lot of lag. But for this competition, we are running it with the bigger plots, but just keep in mind, only use this world for your competitions. And if you spawn into this world not in game mode, you can just click one of these signs, bam, put you into game mode 1, you're good to start building. Just type /plotme claim. After you find a good plot, fly over the plot and type /plotme space claim. You are good to go to start building on that plot. It's all yours. Now that I've mentioned that, now that you know how to get to the server, it'll of course all be in the description. Now you want to start building it. Now what I would recommend for building it is actually what I think Stormy made this one. What he did is he found the middle. It's always better to start building from the middle, because then you can expand out as far as you want. And another tip for the middle, seeing as this is an even number of blocks, you don't want to put it in exactly the middle. You want to put it 1 block off, because you always want the spawn to be on 1 block. Just say this is the middle. Alright, I'll quickly do this. Just say these 2 blocks. It's a 2-block middle. So this block is the middle of those 2 blocks are the middle of that line. These 2 blocks are the middle of that one. So this would be the middle, these 4 blocks. If that is the case, just go ahead and cut 1 block off one of the sides. So then that turns it into something like this. Bam. Bam, bam. So now this block would be the middle. So instead of it being 2 blocks, it's only 1. And that is a lot better for hub servers, because you can't actually set a spawn in between 2 blocks. You have to set a spawn on either this block or this one. So having it 1 block in the middle is actually a lot better. That's what I'd recommend. I would also recommend making the middle higher than the rest of your build, because then if you spawn into the middle, you can just look around and see everything in the hub. Work out everything from the start, you know exactly where to go. Really nice. But if you start in a hole and have to look up, or if you have to run up the stairs to see what's up there, that'll waste a lot of time. So a nice, very easy to see in every direction from the middle of your hub. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that. That's all my tips for choosing location to build. Now the size, to be honest, I don't know. You got to work this out yourself. What I can suggest is always make sure you can see everything. See, if I stand right in the middle of this plot, I can see every single corner of this plot. So that's why I made the plots this size. I reckon that's about the maximum you'll want to go. You definitely will not be wanting to go more than 1 plot with this build, guys. I would say probably cut off like 20 blocks from each side, or 10 blocks. I don't know, it's kind of up to you, whatever you want to do, or you could go right to the very edge. But I would use basically the whole plot here for your build. As you can see, this little bit here, that's just the spawn room, already takes up kind of half the plot. Because you might have some jump pads here, and the jump pads will launch you to here where there's a big archway and a little portal. Something like that, guys. Now, what I'm picturing in my head, but it doesn't have to be, is, well, of course there's the Hadescraft hub that you could get inspiration off, but that's not what I'm really picturing. What I've got in my mind, which I'd like to see someone try and recreate, is a circle type spawn. A circle in the middle, raised up a bit, so it's a bit higher than everything else. Or it doesn't have to be high, but at the same level. And then 4 main walkways. One going in that direction, one going in that direction, one going in this direction, and one in that direction. Pretty self-explanatory. But then big archways made out of quartz or cyan stained clay. That'd be really nice. Maybe some stained glass to fill up the extras. And some big archways on each shot. So there's 4 main exits. One of them will be for prison. One of them will be for PvP factions. One of them will be for mini games. The other one, I'm not sure, maybe creative or skyblock. Now, I also want more exits. I want 4 smaller exits that can be assigned later on if new servers do get added to the hub. That'll be nice to have 4 extra spots coming off the corners. And some nice little quartz archways for them. Something along those lines. Maybe a garden, maybe some water going around it, maybe a pool, maybe some little trees, as long as they don't get in the way of seeing the archways and the signs. It should be fine. But the main goal is to make it very clear to understand exactly which way you want to go to join what server. Some very clean area for signage. You can either add the signs for those things I mentioned, prison, PvP, mini games, and creative. You can add the signs for them if you want, or skyblock, or you can not add the signs. You could maybe put options and suggestions or examples, whatever you want. You just have to get the hub design done. And for this build, I don't really know what to give as prizes, because I have a feeling people might be working in massive groups. But I'll probably give, if you and a friend want to work together, I will give you both a rank upgrade for anything below, like any of the lower ranks. If you don't have a rank on any server, I will give you the free rank upgrade. So if you wanna play on this new hub, I will give you a new rank on it. If you want to play on the survival server that just got released, I'll give you a brand new rank on that. I'll rank upgrade you. Something like that. I'll be talking to the winners. I'll work out a prize, but it'll be basically ranks on whatever server you want. Something nice like that. Or maybe even items on servers if that's what you want. Whatever you want. Something on the servers. And anyone who builds it will be greatly appreciated. I'm sure the thousands of people who will be joining this hub every day will appreciate it. And we could even put up a sign crediting you somewhere in the spawn. We'll probably do that at a later stage, so don't bother adding that into your entries. Sorry, a bit of a cough here. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Don't forget, /warp bigplots. You have approximately a week from when this video is uploaded to get your builds finished. We might bring it on a tiny bit extra if someone isn't finished. But if I'm flying around and I see your build's really good, but it's not quite finished, I'll let you have some extra time, pretty much. And then I'll do the winner later. Simple as that. You have approximately a week. Type /warp bigplots. There's a 200 blocks wide. Make sure to make it a central spawn point, so an odd number of blocks. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. All the rest of the commands and stuff you need will be in the description. And I'll see you guys later.